What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store, so be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did several months ago is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. The centering on the back is a bit off from top to bottom, as you guys could easily tell, but honestly it really doesn't make much of a damn, because I am going to be getting this graded, but I never really came up with a good opportunity to do so. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It'll also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which ties with today's video, which is this: what cards do you guys want to see get reprinted in the upcoming OCG set quarter century duelist box? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, not only are we going to be talking about a couple of new cards that will be in the quarter century duelist box, but we're also going to be talking about some of the reprints that will be in the set. And honestly, looking at the reprints, it is going to be a banger of a set. This, you guys are just gonna have to watch and see, because it's gonna be nasty. So there are, I believe, two new cards to talk about in this video. Yeah, so there are two cards. There are two new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 reprints that will be in the set. And there are a bunch of tokens that will also be in this set, which I'll be explaining what they are here in a bit. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Kicking things off, we have Supreme King Zark Synchro Universe, which is a 12-star Dark Dragon Synchro Pendulum with 4,000 attack and defense, and it requires a tuner and at least one or more non-tuner Dark Pendulum monsters. The pendulum effect is a once per turn, and all three of its effects, the second and third effects of its monster effect is a once per turn I am pursuing. So the pendulum effect says you contribute one Supreme King Dragon or Supreme King Gate pendulum monster, special summon this card. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Being able to just randomly just bounce it from its pen scale to the main monster zone, that's not bad. That's pretty good. And think about this, its pen scale is 1. So obviously if you have a rank, if you have this card plus another pendulum monster that has like a scale of, like, let's say 13, which is possible, mind you, then obviously you're able to just you're pretty much like allowed to summon pretty much like anything at this point. But this card is not bad. It's not bad. Again, being able to just bounce it from the back row into the front lines, that's pretty crazy. And all you have to do is just tribute one of your monsters, and that's it. That's it. Now for its monster effects. So its first effect says that this card becomes Supreme King Zark while on the field. Its second effect says, after damage Cal, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, and or inflicts battle damage to them, you can special summon up to 2 Supreme King Dragon monsters from your deck, extract, and or grave in defense position. So with this effect alone, excuse me. With this second effect, it's essentially awakening the dragon, if you will, on steroids, because it's not just from the deck or extra deck. You can also summon from the graveyard. So in a way, it's kind of like it's kind of like Awaken the Dragon Monster Reborn like effect in a way. So that's actually pretty crazy. That's pretty good. The third effect says if this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place it in your pendulum zone. So this is where the loop comes into play. You can literally just loop this card over and over and over again, and you can loop it to the extent where you can just loop it to where when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place it into your back row, activate its pendulum effect in the same chain, in the exact same, not in the same chain, but in a completely new chain, i.e. the end phase, and you're able to just, whoa, sorry guys, camera moved, my desk moved. Anyway, during your opponent's end phase, you can just automatically just tribute off, a Supreme King Dragon Dark Worm, and bounce this card from the back row onto the front lines, and you're able to summon out even more of your Supreme King Dragons from your deck, your extra, your graveyard, and it's an endless loop. So it makes it even more harder for your opponent to completely get rid of it. And the only way to get rid of it is if your opponent had a card in their deck that banished the card just directly. But it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter because it can just automatically bounce itself back to the back row, which this card will make it even more trickier for your opponent to deal with. If your opponent doesn't have an out to it, it's essentially GG, because it's a 4,000 beat stick. So that would technically put your opponent on a 2-turn clock, and all they could do is just scoop. Especially if you're going first, if you're able to make that card turn 1, you basically have them on a 2-turn clock, and that's quite the formidable foe, if you will. Next up, we have Code of Soul, which is a 3-star Fire Cyberse. And this is the last new card, actually, funny enough. 500 attack and defense. And all 3 of its effects are once per turn. Excuse me. The first effect reads, if you control a Link monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cyber Dragon. It's literally a Cyber Dragon. And I've said it before. Excuse me. And I will say it again. Any monster that has a Cyber Dragon effect, you know damn well it's going to be one of the most broken cards in existence. This card is no different. Just by looking at it, it's no different. Because it's not for any Cyberse deck, it's for the Salad decks. And so for all of you Salad players out there, rejoice as you guys got some new support for the deck. Speaking of Salad, the second effect reads, during your main phase you can activate this effect. Once per turn, if you Link summon a Salamangreat Link monster, you can use one Salamangreat monster you control with its same name as the entire material. So funny enough, if you have Salamangreat Heat Leo on board, you can just go ahead and link it off into another Heat Leo as well, which is absolutely nasty. Or if you have Baylings, you can go into another Baylings by using the first Baylings as the material, which is pretty nasty. This card is absolutely insane. This card literally makes it so you're able to combo off without any bullshit, which is absolutely insane. Speaking of insane, the third effect says, during your opponent's main phase as a quick effect, you can banish the card from your grave, and after this effect resolves, Link summon a Link 3 or higher Cyberse monster. Funny enough, Firewall Dragon Singularity, Neo Tempest are some of the big cards that you can go into just by using this card as the not this card, just by using your entire board as the material, which is absolutely insane. Funny enough, you could also use you could do Baylings, Heat Leo, and I'll say Firewall Dragon, we'll say, and you can link them all 3 off into a Firewall Dragon Singularity, or even also a Neo Tempest, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. I will say this: the Salad decks, obviously we're past Salad, the deck's prime. And I know that, I think, what was it, YCS Indie a couple of months, about a month and a half ago or something. I know that there were a couple of Salad decks that appeared to that YCS from what I had seen on social media. But to be fair, once this card gets released in the TCG, I have no doubt in my mind, we're going to be entering Salad format one more time, because Salad was somewhat a part of TOS format back in 2019, and once we got the structure deck, the deck just completely blew up. But once we hit COVID and we entered a new era in Yu-Gi-Oh, the deck kind of dying down just a little bit. But with this card, Salads are gonna come back. I can guarantee you that. But now we gotta move into the reprints, and I'm telling you guys, these reprints are absolutely insane. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, Fairy Tale Snow, and Nina, and I do want to point out, this is an OCG product. So for us to get it in the TCG, I don't know if we will. But the way I see it, if and when we do get the set, I can guarantee you that Fairy Tale Snow will not be in this set. It will not be in the set. We might get something like Gizmek, get one of the Gizmeks or something like that, which is possible. It's possible, but with that being said, Fairy Tale Snow, Dino Wrestler Pankratops, Dimension Shifter, Nibiru the Primal Being, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, Assault Synchron, Illusion of Chaos, Raid Raptor, Revolution Falcon, Air Raid, Axis Kotalker, Splash Mage, Call by the Grave, and then the other two reprints that I wanted to bring up are actually Sacred Beast reprints. Dark Beckoning Beast and Opening of the Spirit Gates, which I believe is a booster set. Yeah, so it is a booster set, and I think for us in the TCG, what would it be? Like maybe the new Maze of Memory, Maze of Millennia set, maybe? I don't know. That we'll have to deal with. But as far as the tokens, I would show you guys the photos, but you guys already know what happened last time. My camera just like lopsided. But I'll show you. But I'll tell you guys what the tokens are. So for the tokens, the first one up actually features Yugi-Moto and of course the Pharaoh Atem or Yami Yugi, depending on your guys' name preference, of course. So that's a pretty cool one. Then of course we've got the Pharaoh Atem and of course Slifer the Sky Dragon together. We have Kaiba and Obelisk the Tormentor together. We've got Yami Marek and of course the Winged Dragon Ra together. We got Joey and his Red Eyes together. Taya and Yugi's Dark Magician Girl. Yeah. Yeah. Dueling Special, to be quite frank. Jaden and obviously Neos. We have Alexis Rhodes and her Cyber Angel Dakini. We have Aster Phoenix and of course Destiny Hero Plasma. Yusei Fudo and his Stardust Dragon, Jack Atlas and his Red Dragon Archfiend, Akiza Izinski and her Black Rose Dragon, Crow and his Black Wing Dragon. Then we have of course Antonomi, or I believe Bruno was his English name. Yeah, it was his English name, but his Japanese name is Antonomi, and of course his tech genus Blade Blaster. We have Yuma and of course number 39 Utopia, Kite and his Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Shark and his number 32 Shark Drake. We have Tori and her Fairy Cheer Girl. Then of course we have Yuya Sakaki and his Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. We have Declan Akaba and his Triple D Doom King Armageddon. We have Shea Obsidian and his Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon. Then of course we have Zuzu Boyle. Just that, just Zuzu, and that's it. Then of course we have Yosaku, or I guess Playmaker. I think it was his Japanese name, and his one and only Axis Kotalker. Then we have Revolver and his Borlo Dragon. We have Soulburner and his Salamangreat Heat Leo. Blue Angel and her Trickstar Holly Angel. We have a random Sky Striker token, and a random Nibiru and a random Primal Being token, which were actually OTS reprints, funny enough. So those are all the reprints and the new cards for the time being. I don't really know if we're going to be getting any more at some point, but if we do, I will definitely bring those cards up on the channel. So make sure you guys get ready for that. But with that being said, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It'll also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.